Welcome to Attican Plays Mashinky. All right, hi, this is Attican, and welcome to Series 1, Episode 12 of Mashinky. So we've got our nice change going. We've got our east-west line running better. We're powered up. We've got our view up here where we can see the power. We've got power running to all of our industries. And the only thing we don't really have powered up is our five cities, or 6 cities, excuse me. And this, we've got the power turned off to this farm right here because we're not actually using its output anywhere. So that's all good. We've got our power going. And in this episode, what I want to do is kind of look at city growth, because that's the one thing we really haven't done much with. I have done a little, and I apologize, I don't remember how much of this I've talked about. I've put in a little bit right down here, just playing with it in Plano, but not really that much. So what I want to do, the other thing is, this game, it's in alpha, it's still being developed. The thing for me as a gamer, what I like out of a game is, there are train aspects to this, logistics, supplies, supply chain, stuff like that I enjoy. But what the game is really, really missing is a game. There's no scenario. There's no, they have these little tasks over here that ask you to do stuff, but there's no. Should I put this? There's no real. There's no objective. There's no mission. There's nothing going on. So what we're going to do is create our own objective. What we're going to do is say, okay, our goal is to take the smallest city on the map, which we got a 24, an 11, a 24, a 23, a 19, and an 8. So we're going to take the smallest city on the map, Anaheim, over here. And we're going to grow it to a level 20. That's going to be our objective. As good an objective as any. So we're going to grow Anaheim, and that's going to give us the opportunity to look at the various things that cause a city to grow. And it's also going to be interesting because it's going to show us that a lot of the city growth that you want to do for one city is done somewhere else. I'll explain that in a minute. So now we have an objective, grow this to level 20. Now what does level 20 mean? It means there are 20 residential buildings. If you look at the town here, it has 8 residential buildings. See the size of 8? So it has 8 residential buildings. And if we looked at Madison, I'm sure it'll have 23. I'm fairly certain. There it is, 23 residential buildings. So we want to get this to 20. Our goal is to make that number a 20. Now, let's talk about city growth. We've talked about it some, but let's talk about it kind of in depth. What causes a city to grow? A city grows from, if you could look at the town, it grows. This right here will grow by having people come in, and this people goal increases each time you hit it. Then you have to deliver more the next time in order to grow again. But you can, as you continue to bring people to the city through your lines, either truck, either bus or train, then you bump this number up till it hits this, and it ticks over and builds another residential building. At the same time, you could be delivering post to this town, and when you hit 160 in this case, we'll add another residential building because we're getting good flow of post in there. Same thing with goods. If we keep delivering goods into the city and the shops consume them, as the shops consume them, this number goes up, and sure enough, when we hit this threshold, we'll get another building. And these numbers, as I said, they all increase over time. With each one that you get a higher next goal, but you can just keep going until you grow and grow and grow. Now, each of the buildings then has kind of creates more people, more passengers, more traffic at your station, by having positive influences. And let me see if I can show you a good example before we get into this too. Here we go. Let's look at a view. There's a nice view here. There we go. So what I did was I clicked on these views up here, these overlays, and then if you have this one turned on and this one turned on. So I'm going to turn them both off. Now if I turn that one on, it shows us which buildings are getting the upticks. Which ones are the bigger buildings. And then if we click this, that gives us the full overlay to show us the influence. So what you have two basic things. You have three things that can influence your buildings. So if we look at, let me turn this back off for a second. Look at this area right in here in Plano. Now I put an elementary school right here. Okay, that's a public service, has a catchment area of 3. So that means that 1, 2, 3, go out 3 all the way around it, and it has a catchment area. And you can see that. See the green? All this green here is because of that school. So any house, any residential building that pops up in that catchment area is going to get a positive influence by being close to a school. So here's this little house right over here, and see it has a service. So it's producing 2 people every time this comes around, and those 2 people want to go somewhere on our track, at our train station or truck station, bus stop if we had bus stops in. So that in other words, you're basically creating a more dense city, because your city, while it may only have 24 residential buildings, we got this one and this one and I think this one. Yeah, see, they're all bigger buildings with denser populations, so there's more people who want to do stuff in the city. The way we maximize it is we give them the multiple influences. So right here's a playground. So this is a service, and this is a leisure activity, or they call it relax. So you've got a relax and a school, and notice this building and these here have both the green and the blue. They have the striping. So that means that these buildings are being influenced by both. So while this guy is generating 2 because he has a service, he's not close to any of the relax. But this guy here is generating 3 because he's close to all of them. Now, what happens if we put a third influence in here, a luxury item? So the luxury items are these guys, the car dealer or the private TV station with their catchment areas. If we put a third one, then this would actually, and then power it, we would actually have 4. So this one residential building could be creating 4 people to run around and do stuff in our city and go places. Right? Now, what's interesting about that, if I want to grow this city, the key is not to put this stuff in there like the school. The key is to put stuff in the cities that are going to send people here. So we would want to build Madison in order to build Anaheim. Create more people, more traffic. More traffic wants to go there. As people get off there in Anaheim, that city grows. So it's interesting. You have to kind of grow the other cities to grow the one you're targeting. That's one thing. And of course, we can grow this one too so that it's creating plenty of traffic. You can also see we've got lots of people. We're leaving lots of money on the table here. We've got 1,500 people. And it says 1,499 of them want to go to the Station 19, which we need to rename. This needs to be called Anaheim. Okay. All right. And the other thing is, if we're going to be running a lot of people in there, we need bigger platforms. And I would really like to expand to the larger platforms and all these city platforms and turn them into 8s wherever we can. Most of the places it's not going to be an issue. One of them, expanding this particular one we'd have to do a lot of tearing up of the city. But the rest of them we can expand and make bigger. And then the other thing we can look at is we've got to deal with this glassworks down here. So they want us to deliver sand to the glassworks right down here near Madison. And they want us to deliver those goods somewhere. Okay, so we want to grow this city. So we're going to set up the glassworks, and then we're going to take the output from the glassworks and deliver it into Anaheim, our new target city. So that just makes sense to me. We'll drop them off at this shop. As they're consumed, Anaheim will get growth out of the products. Now, another thing that can grow your city is food. We have a farm right over here that we're not using, and we can grow Anaheim by supplying it with food to a market. And there's an interesting little thing about that. Let me see if we can do this right here. We have, over here in Scottsdale, one of the things we could create is a food market, right? There isn't one in Scottsdale. But look, but the interesting thing is, look where I can put it, because this is considered part of Scottsdale over here. So I can actually put a farmer's market in Scottsdale right over here near the farm. In fact, I mean, we could literally put it right next to the farm. Why don't we put it like this? So I'm going to build a farmer's market in Scottsdale. And now watch, I'm going to let it run. Now watch what happens here. Notice this. We're getting money. We're selling even though we're not doing anything, because the farm puts stuff in the station. This market is within the catchment area of the station. It gets supplied from there, and we sell it there because it's within the city limits of Scottsdale. So Scottsdale is now considered to be consuming food. And if we watch the growth in Scottsdale, watch the food. See how the food ticks up? So we are feeding Scottsdale with food. Now, another interesting thing is I could put more markets here and make more money. Now, they're a pretty expensive investment to start with, but it's $3,000 plus 20 iron tokens, but that wouldn't take too long for that to pay itself back. But the big thing is you can get the city growth by supplying more food. And I'm fairly certain, somebody correct me if I'm mistaken on this, but you're only getting credit for one market. Because I've gone offline and played with this and put 2 or 3 markets in here, and you can make more money assuming your farm can keep it stocked, but you're only getting credit, it seems, for the one market in Scottsdale. So there's a farmer's market in Scottsdale. People have no way to get there, and we're making lots of money and helping Scottsdale grow because of the food. I personally feel like there ought to at least be the requirement to have a road out there or something. But so that's one little thing. And the other thing is we certainly want to have a market here in Anaheim so that we can sell stuff there. Now, I think with Anaheim, if we do extensions and we do the food market, see, this is too far. Oh, wait. Oh, goodness. We can put a food market out here. Now, no, we can put it all the way out here. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Anaheim. Extensions. Food market. Okay, the border of Anaheim. See, it says need to be placed in town. So we get back here. There, we're in town. Let's go this way. Needs to be placed in town. I don't understand this. Okay. That's in the town. That's considered part of Anaheim. That is not. But that is. think that needs some work because it looks like we could plop this down right here and grow Anaheim. Now, would it work? Just plop it down? No, we'd have to put some kind of a station here. But I'll bet you if we put a little old, well, I don't want to do this because to me this is cheating. I showed you that, but I think that's cheating. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put a market actually in Anaheim where it should be. And I mean, yes, I can absolutely see where you could have a market out here or out at the border, of Anaheim, out in the boonies, and have a farmer's market. But to me, there'd have to be some way to get the goods there. You can't just throw it out there. That needs to be fixed. But I think what we'll do is we'll throw a market down in Anaheim here somewhere. This is going to cost some money, but that's okay. We will do an extension, food market, and we'll put it like right here. And we'll leave some space for some road. And then we're going to go over here and we're going to put in a road network. We're going to put a bridge over this. So we're going to have a bridge, use our rule of 3, 1, 2, 3. And 3 across like so. It doesn't have to be a great bridge. So we'll build a bridge over to that farm. Then we're going to build road that goes into the city, and we'll give it a little kind of a roundabout so that it can turn around. Oh, I meant to put a station. So we're going to put a delivery station right here. And we're going to put a station here. No. We're going to put a station there, assuming it picks up the farm. Yes, it does. I want to leave that one as available because I want to do this. I want to build a nice little way for the trucks to turn around. And what we'll do is we'll pick up goods here. See, it picks up produce. And it'll pick up produce or food from the farm, and we'll drop it off over here. Now, we can only have one depot, so we actually have to connect the road from this depot to Anaheim. So unfortunately, now the way the roads work, I can't recall if I've covered this, but I'll do it again. We can't have any kind of curve in the track to cross over without building a bridge. But if we scoot over one like here, see how we can cross over the railroad track? And we can come down from here, just run parallel to that track and hook those up like that. Now we have a connection between our depot and what's going on over here in Anaheim. And we can set up a truck that hauls food. We'll get this tram bus food, and we'll give it orders to go to Station 31 and get full, and then go to Station 33 and get empty. So we'll start delivering food into Anaheim, and we'll balance that out so that we have a constant supply of food for Anaheim. That way we can maximize the growth we're getting from the food. And we'll do the glassworks in a minute and set that up so that we're maximizing the growth we get from food or products, or do the best we can on it. And then we've got a lot of passengers, and this says they all want to go to Anaheim. Again, I think that's wrong. But okay. But we do want to be moving passengers over there. So let's do this. Let's put in a station. Let's just stick with 6. We'll go like this, and we'll lay track like this and like this. Signal it to death. And I think, I'd love to have a second track here. This bridge is going to be a problem. Remember our rule of three. We can't turn fast enough. I don't think we can get... No. And from here, we definitely... shoot. We definitely can't come out of a station here and turn without going on this bridge. What is it? What's wrong with that? Can we do this? I think that might work. Let's just see. Yes, we can. We can put another platform here, and we can hook it up this way. Yeah, good deal. All right, and let's get a passenger train to run, just dedicated to running from, let's see, what do we got? Oh, we got these, oh, look at this. Oh, wait a minute, passengers. We've got these new things here. We've got income 20%. This handles 40, that's good. First class. Let's give it a first class. And one of these guys. We'll give it a diner car so we're making more money. 211.90. I think. Oh, we're getting long. 479. Can't quite handle this. 128. Shoot. Take that off. Let's put a coach on there. Okay, 572. That's good. And we'll give it orders to go to Madison and to Anaheim and start. So we'll have a steady flow of passengers going over there. So, as I said before, we're going to want to try to have as many passengers at this station in order to grow this city. So that's interesting. Okay, so we've got food. We'll watch, see how many trucks we need and how much, if we need to upgrade this farm at all or give it power or whatever to keep the city in food. And then the goods from there, passengers coming in, and we'll set up some nice little growth here too. Might as well have passengers coming out. Let's set up our sand, okay, or our glasswork. So it takes sand, it creates goods, and it gives us money. This was different from the other businesses. This was a special case. We invested in this one. They will pay us for bringing them sand. So even if we didn't deliver the goods, we could still make money with the sand. So what we want to do is set up something that can take in sand. It'll be... Oh. And I just realized there's something else I want to do big time. This right down here is too slow. And this, I've complained about this, how it just doesn't work right. I want to fix this. I really do. So, in fact, I want to fix it before we worry about the sand here. So, I'm going to cut this guy off so we're not getting any more people coming down. No more trains coming down this way. I don't want any more trains coming in here. Let's see. So I'll cut it off here. I don't want these trains coming back. I don't even want them going through there. So we're going to cut off the supply. And down here, where can I cut it? I definitely want to cut that off. I think that's going to go away. Cut that off. All right, and let's let this run until these trains clear out of here. So we'll let them all kind of get to away from that area and kind of where they're going. And now we should be able to run this. Okay, so what I want to do now is clean this up. This was, yeah, it's not that good. So, delete, delete. And I don't see any of this surviving either. In fact, I might go a little bit delete crazy here, but okay, I can leave that one for a second. Now, what I want to do is build a bridge. We have to bridge over this. So we have to go 1, 2, 3. Use our rule of 3. 1, 2, 3. No. Like this. And go over. And we can put a nice bridge. That'll take some speed later on. And let's do another one. And then we can hook this back up and this back up. Okay, so now we're dumping up here instead of way down here. So what I want to do now is from that bridge, I want to have kind of dedicated lines. So I want a dedicated line that goes off that bridge to the oil power station. That's one of our destinations. Then I want to have a dedicated line. Let's see. I want to have a line that comes off it and goes into this. So this is primarily, this is for the trains that are going to come in and go for the iron ore. So they don't come down here and go through all this mess and cross back over themselves. They just go straight in and then come back out. All right. And then the other one that's kind of sort of missing here, we're running out of space. So here's what we're going to do with this. We're going to have a line like this that hooks back into our bypass so they can get over here and bypass the foundry and go this way. And it's primarily for that train right there, for example, to take coal over here to the coal power plant. So now we've got almost dedicated line to this and to this to go around. Got a nice line to go back here to get into any ingot trains that come down, although we don't want any, and the iron ore being delivered. That keeps it out of the way of this. So now, where else would you want to go on this? Oh, the other one is you might come down this way and want to go over here. So you would actually, like the sand to come over here, for example. So what we're going to do with it is have it come down and let's have it come down and merge with this track. So it'll come in like this and merge. And then it'll loop back like this and it's going to go back this way. So I deleted all this track and I didn't really have to. So this is going to come back down here like this. But we also want this guy to be able to go over here because this is the line that feeds into the steelworks, and I'm seeing it also being the line that's going to feed our glassworks with sand. So you want to be able to come from here over there. So why don't we, and we've got this right-hand lane right here. This is the line where our ingot trains are coming back down. And I'm seeing this outside lane being used for more stuff as we get into more involved stuff, because we're not done yet with the advancing through the ages, so to speak. So we'd like to have this line to be able to continue to go, actually, honestly, all the way around this eventually. We don't have to build it now, but eventually I see that. So what was I saying? Okay, so why don't we build a bridge? Well, maybe 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, and 2, and 3, like that. And we're out of iron tokens, so let's run for a minute. I want to build or steel tokens. Oh, we can't get any more steel tokens. Never mind. All right. We've shut down our steel business. So let's do this. Let's do 3 and 2 and 3. And let's make an iron suspension bridge, which you can definitely do. All right. And we will come here, reconnect. Now this is, right now it's a bridge to nowhere. I'm just putting that in because I know I need it later. But what we are going to do with it is use it as the way to get over here. Like so. So you're going to come down, cross over, and this is expensive. We wouldn't have to spend right this minute, but I'm planning well ahead here at this point, well ahead. Now I want to cut this crap off. I don't want this coming back this way. I don't want this or this. I just want you, this is the loop back to get back to the coal. I want these trains that are coming out of here to come down here. Come down here, use this, and then go back into our system. So our ingot trains will come down here, use this to go around the big loop, and the trains that have to go like ingot over to the steelworks will come here, cross over, and go in like that. So that should all be good. Again, we've got a bridge to nowhere right now. And people coming out of here will need to be able to get back up. So they're going to go like this and go up to go back up this way. And is there anybody else? You need to be able to come from here and go up there. Yes, like our iron ore trains need to be able to come in here, drop off, loop back around, and go back up. So I'd like to avoid crossing, so I'm thinking maybe a bridge right here might be a good thing. So let's do that. Let me start over with this. Let's give it a couple, 1, 2, 3. So I'm doing 3 and then 2 and then 3, which to me says put 2 flat pieces in the middle for track to go under, similar to this one. So we're going to build a bridge from here to here. And then that way we can run track from, no, I'd like it to go under this, wouldn't I? Shoot. And I'd like it to be, well, it could just come off of this, sure, like this. Okay, so you come down here, you go under this bridge, and you either go up here or over here to the steelworks. So that allows everybody over here to get back into the system, and then we can have a little shortcut right here to allow people coming out of this part to get back up into the system. And look how much cleaner this is than what we had before. We've eliminated those crossing intersections. We got everybody merging, coming in the same way now. Everything should be much smoother once I get some signals in here. But I don't want to signal it until I got it done. Okay, so that looks pretty good. And I'm seeing two stations down here for loading and unloading on the glassworks. And they can easily get their trains can come in from here or from here. Okay. And I don't see, we don't have to build that now to finish this off. So let's reconnect. We'll do this. Shoot. No, it was right. I thought I slipped. And reconnect up here. Now, I really probably didn't even have to disconnect because I didn't have to run it any. How are we looking here? Oh, and reconnect right here. And then let's get some signals here. We want to come up here. Go up here like this. Come down here and clear that block and clear that block. Wow, is that it? We could put... Now this becomes a road to nowhere, so let me think about this. Okay, so these ingot trains are coming back, so it's not quite a road to nowhere, is it? Because they need to be able to go... Ah, shucks. They need to be able to go up here. Doggone it. Oh, I've got signals going backwards. I can see them right here. Wrong way, Gold Farm. Shucks, shucks, shucks. This isn't a road to nowhere. It needs to go somewhere. And right now, as I said, it needs to go up here and attach with that. Doggone it. Well, I tell you what, for now, I think what I like best is another bridge. We're going to take out three and 2 and 3. Put a bridge and then connect this returning line with this line. Like so. And did that do it? Almost. There, you need to be able to go across like that. And get back into the system so the ingot trains can go up there. I think that's it. Let's run this for a second. See, we don't have any lost trains. We had a bunch of them, but now none of them are lost. They should all flow pretty nicely. Beautiful. Okay, so this way better than what we had before. And now let's set up our glassworks. So we have to decide, do we want to come off of this and go in, or do we want to come off this sort of the outer freight line? 2 trains have been stopped for a long time. Why is that? No, not anymore. It's just probably a pile up of traffic from when I kind of cut everything down or off. All right, so which one do we want to come off of? If we come off this, we're going to need a bridge to get under, or a tunnel, one or the other, to allow us to swing in there without crossing this. Remember, we're going to try to. These are okay. I mean, you can have lines cross each other. Of course they can. It's not a big deal if it's low traffic, but. And this will be low traffic. Let's just bring it in off of this and not worry about another bridge. We just really don't need it. So let's make sure we got our at least 3 here. I want 2 stations. I want one station to bring in the sand, and I want another station to. That's not big enough. Shucks. What if we? Yeah, what if we bring in the sand here and take out the goods here. And I think our out's going to stay 6. We're again, we're not going to worry about making all of our platforms 8 on all the passenger traffic. It wouldn't hurt anything, but we're not going to worry about it. So you need to come in like that, and you need to come in like that. I changed my mind. Why wouldn't you build a bridge? And in fact, we could do it like this. So we kind of know exactly where we want to build the bridge, but over this. So if we go back 3 this way, we should be able to go back 3 this way, and 1, 2, 3 this way, and delete that, and we should be able to build a bridge right here. There we go. Okay. So this one keeps going. And if you want to get over here, you come in through one of these two, and like that. Okay. So this one needs to exit back into our freight system. So we can just run it around like this, around the side of this, and then just loop it back in here, like so. Okay, so this one is going to be Glassworks. Glassworks in, or Glassworks unloading, whatever you want to call it. And then this one here will be Glassworks out. So it's going to be, shoot. Okay, so it's going to be shipping basically up here, and we need a way to come back. Interesting. Let's see, how are we going to get back? Oh. Can you come off this and go over here? If we leveled that track, shoot, I didn't even mean to do that. But if we clear out a little bit of track here, get the old bulldozer out again, and level this, then we can come off of that and go like this and hook into the system. Reattach. Yeah. So if you're delivering to the, and one other thing, and we actually aren't coming this way as much as we're going to be coming in from here. So you'll go up, get into the passenger line. You'll go through Madison, come around here, drop off, and then go back out on the freight line to return. That should work beautifully. So let's get a couple of trains. Notice our cash is going way down. We're spending a lot of money. Here. Engines, bangle, wagons, sand. We can actually expand that one. We can go bigger on that. 350, it can still hold 40. It can handle that. Ah, shoot. One too many. One too many. Okay. So we can give this guy orders to go here, get full, and then go here to the end, unload, start. And then we can do another train. Get that one out of there. Okay. Do another train that carries goods. And we're low on, we're going to wait. I want more lumber so we can get the nicer goods wagons. Let's wait till we build up some more lumber. And I guess, let me pause for a second. We'll come back to that. This farm, we got 72 here. We're not keeping up. I knew we wouldn't. One was not going to be enough. I wanted to let it run for a bit. So let's, did we even start this one? Shoot. Forgot to start it. We'll copy it. I think I'd actually like maybe one more. Unfortunately, we don't have data to actually proof this to tell us what we really need, but we'll copy that one. We'll start it. So we'll run 4. Again, we want to keep the constant flow of food here. And this guy does not need to accept, well, he doesn't really need to accept, right now he doesn't need passengers or mail. That may change. We may change that. Let's see. Okay, this is already looking better. And see, this farm is really overproducing for this, for what we want. All right, so I want to make sure I didn't mess up the power when I put in those lines. Yeah. The power got cut off right here when we made these changes. So let's go here and reconnect. And it got cut off right here. There we go. Okay. That looks better. Now, we want to make this a larger station. So we're going to have to give it a signal box, which which means we need more lumber tokens. And I don't like this through here. This looks awfully slow to me. What's going on? Ooh, we're getting a pile up of lumber tokens, or lumber that we could ship. And we need to turn it off, this one. This one should not be producing. It should all be going over here. I actually think this right here, if anything, is slowing us down. Although I don't know why you would use it unless you needed it. Oh, okay, hold on here. Why did he stop? He stopped because of this. No, he didn't. He shouldn't. I'm not sure why he stopped. When this train went through here, he didn't need to stop unless he thinks he has to get over. What in the world? Okay. These trains here are trying to get over here, so they have to get over to one of these two in order to get over there. That I don't care for. Running them through the station, I don't really love that. But we got enough to deal with. All right. So now we've got this one should not be producing the goods. They should all go over here. And what I don't understand now, jeez. We were in the middle of extending this. Give it a signal box. Extend the station. But why is this train down here? If I reversed the signal somewhere or done something stupid, doesn't look like it. He's supposed to go here, pick up, and then go to here. Okay, he's got a messed up route. He needs to be able to get on this, doesn't he? Shucks. He's messed up. Because he's finding his best way to get over there is to go through this station, get on the passenger line, go through this station to swing back over there. And that's just because we made this connection. And before that, he was probably making an even more convoluted thing, probably going up here and turning around. So what we really want him to be able to do is to come out and go over here. There isn't any chance he could go under this, is there? Yes, there is. But he could not possibly turn that fast, could he? No, he can't. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. He could do that, though. Okay, gets him out and gets him on this. And then how's he going to go back? He's going to go back like that. All right, let's finish this and get him over there. He's supposed to be hauling goods. $5.4. That's probably all he can do. 5.4. He could do one of these. There we go. So his orders will be to go here, get full, and go to the city we're growing and get empty and start. And this coal train is what I want to see what his route is going to look like. And he still wants to come back. Okay, I don't want him to do all that. So I want him to leave this station. The way he's going is fine. But when he comes back, I want him to go this way. And bypass that, go that way, which should put him down here and back in like this. That should work. And it's a shame we can't see his whole route. Maybe when he gets back here to the station, we'll be able to see it, I think. We should see this light up right through here. I think the way it does, it shows you the next two things. So the first one is that, and then the second one is that. I'm sorry, that. How vague could I be? The first, he's trying to go here. That's his next thing. And then here to a waypoint. All right, I think we've fixed him. Let's see. He should be able to go out now and come onto the system here. And yes, I did put some crossing tracks here. Shame on me. But it's only the two trains coming out of here, so it shouldn't be too bad. Okay, where are we? What have we done? Oh, we need to electrify. So the electrification is going to take a bunch of these iron tokens. To electrify, to upgrade, we have to see it costs money and iron tokens. And of course, to be able to use the train, you have to be able to get out of the depot. So I think the first thing we're going to do is electrify our depot. And then we're going to go to track, and we're going to just kind of work our way around, upgrade. And first goal is to be able to run the electric trains on our passenger lines and run faster, faster delivery of our passengers and mail so that we can make more money. So we're just going to kind of work our way around and pretend we're trying to get, and actually, tell you the truth, I don't even know how do you get on the passenger lines now. We've kind of cut that off. Oh, well, they're up here too, aren't they? Yeah. You have to be able to go up this way, here. And we're out of iron. All right, so we'll keep doing that until we get our passenger lines all set with electric track. That'll be our first goal. And we have to do a lot. See, we only did 8 out of 50% there. So we got tons more. So we're going to need a lot of iron to get that. How are we doing up here? Are we getting any growth? Oh, another one, mail. They now have a post office. So we can start dragging mail in here. And look, we've got some goods, so we're getting growth from that. We've got food, we're getting growth from the food. We've got passengers coming in. There's the passengers. We need to get mail. So, and there's mail here. Okay. So why don't we grab mail? Where can we grab mail? Okay. We've got a post office over here in Plano. And it's outside, see, it's just outside the reach of this Plano station. But what we can do, and by the way, at first I didn't realize this, but I did some experimentation. We have to connect a station directly to the post office. So if we go in here like this and put, shoot, how are we going to do this? Put a station, not enough space. Okay, we need to get rid of that signal right there. Road. Build a road over that. Now we should be able to put a station. Why not? If I put a station right there, does it get post? It does. Okay, good. So I'm sorry, it didn't have to be direct, it had to be in the catchment area. That makes more sense. All right, so in the catchment area, you can pick up the post. And then you can drive it like this. And like so. So we can carry post over here to this. And so we can get a truck that will carry mail, and we'll give it orders to go here and here. Okay. And interestingly enough, this one also has passengers that are outside of our influence or outside of the catchment area of our train station. So we can get passenger buses and give it an order to go shuttle between here and here. And let's run a couple of those. Start everything. So we'll start hauling mail over here. And I think I've had this on the mail run. I think I have a mail train, yeah, right here. See, that actually has Plano in its orders, but we haven't been getting any mail here because the post office is too far away. But now we can fix that with a mail truck. And it would almost be worthwhile to have a bridge going across that. This is a busy area right here. And I think we're going to need at least one more mail truck. So let's copy that dude and start him. What happened? A vehicle was destroyed by a train. I thought these things automatically stopped when they needed to. Interesting. I did not know that could happen. Not like that. I thought they automatically got the intersections for the road. So so thank you for telling us about that. Not sure what we're supposed to do about it. And what have I got? Oh. Oh, I want to get mail going over here. So I think what I'm going to do is we've got a post office here now that we should have mail collecting here. Yeah, we're starting to. And I think I want to run a train with mail. We'll hold another one, 48. Yes, okay. We'll run a mail train. We're going to tell it to go to Irving and here and Plano and here. Again, our goal is to grow Anaheim. See, we've gone up to an 11 now. We've done a little growth. And we're keeping it in food. All right, so we unfortunately had a little crash, so I'm not sure where I was. I was saying we're keeping it in food, we're keeping it in goods, we're bringing passengers in. We've grown to an 11. I think it was 8 when we started, or 10, whatever. We're growing. And what else is going? What else? Oh, and I guess we probably should think about stopping right here. I suspect we're running long. And what we haven't actually done, I showed you this a little bit, but we haven't actually talked about how to kind of design that and make it work. We'll do that in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for our next Mashinky.